So I've been using Sunsama for almost a month now, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down the most important features you need to know, and some of these took me quite some time to figure out, so my goal for this video is to help you save that time and show you everything you need to know about how to use Sunsama for first saving time and making you more productive, but also for getting more peace of mind, because in my experience that is a big thing that Sunsama can help you with. So I'll go over things like how to plan your day by time blocking specific tasks, how to stay consistent with your daily planning workflow, and also a few hidden features that can save you a ton of time and basically will help make you more productive. So by the end of this video, you will know everything you need to know in order to start using Sunsama and actually have it help you. Now, obviously I already have a Sunsama account that I've been using for quite some time, but in this video I'm just going to start with a fresh account since you are probably also just beginning with it. So if you go to sunsama.com, usually they have a 14-day free trial. If you click on the link down in the description and click try for free, you can actually get a 30-day free trial, no credit card required. So if you want to claim this, the link is down in the description. From there, just enter an email address and click start trial. Now here you can then choose to sign up with email, Google, Outlook or single sign-on. I'll be using Google. And then from there, you're going to click next. So now we can start with actually setting up your account and customizing Sunsama. So first important, what task manager do you use? So if you use one of these, go and connect it. For example, I use Asana, so I'll just connect my Asana account by clicking on it. You can also select multiple. For example, I also use Gmail and Notion, so also just go and connect those. From there, click next. And then what calendar do you use? I personally use Google Calendar, so I'll select add Google Calendar. From there, click next again, and then what time do you start working? So they won't schedule any task before this time. You can adjust this day by day. Here just set your standard starting time. So for example, for me it's 9:30, so I'll select 9:30 and click next. And what time do you stop working? And then they won't schedule any tasks after this time. So for example, if you want to round up at 4:30, you can select don't schedule any task after 4:30. I recommend setting the end time a little bit before your actual end time, so that if it takes a bit longer, then you can still finish the task. So from there, click next. Then when do you plan your day? Personally, I do it the night before, so I'll select the night before and click set my routine. Now, by the way, I do recommend doing it the night before, because then you can just look at it with a clear view and you won't be as influenced by what you feel like doing. You can just look at it and see what you need to do the day before. And usually for me, at least, that works better when I do it the day before compared to the morning of. So then how would you like to be guided through your daily planning? They have an AI voice assistant. I will just use the in-app daily planning ritual, which is also what I personally do. From there, you can plan your first day, which is their onboarding checklist. So welcome to your new daily planning routine. Just click plan today, then plan for today, set a task description. So for example, if I need to send a letter, I can just create a task that says send letter and then click next. So now here it has created the task. Now if you have a task that you do a lot, for example, if I need to send a letter every day, then it will eventually automatically pick up on how long it takes you and schedule that amount of time. But from here, it has now scheduled it for 1 hour. Now if I go and click on the task, I can then here click planned and just change it to, for example, 10 minutes, which is how long this will actually take. Now also go over the subtasks, due dates, stuff like that, but that's for later. For now, just click next. Now here you can fill in your day, so you can add tasks from, in this case for me, Asana, Gmail and Notion. So if you want to do this, so I'll connect Asana, then I need to connect Asana. So here click on add Asana. Now again, for you it can be any to-do list app. So I've just connected it. Now right here you can see some tasks that I have in Asana. So what you can simply do is take the task and drag it into your timeline before or after another task. For example, I'll first send a letter and then I'll do the edit task. And then if you click on it, a pretty cool thing, you will also see the description and stuff like that. Now, if I also connect my Gmail, then here, where are your important emails? I'll just say inbox. And now here, if I click Gmail, I can now select which email I want to use. So for example, making the most of our time together from Sunsama, I can drag this into my timeline and then it has been added as a task. Now, for example, here the edit one was 10 minutes. If I click on it and want to increase it to, for example, 1 hour, I can just really easily do that right there. So just add all of your tasks that you need from the different places And you can also create custom tasks by just clicking on add task, then here type what it's about, and then you can add a channel such as on the side, work or personal. You can also manage your channels to create a new one. Then you can schedule it for another day or add it to your backlog. So if you add it to your backlog, I'll show you what you can do with that later. So for example, if I have a task, record Sunsama tutorial, and here I click on the date and add it to my backlog, and it takes, for example, 45 minutes, and it's a work task, then now I can just click anywhere, and now it has been added to my backlog. So from there, after you add all of your tasks, what you can do is just go to next right here. Then you can set a daily plan. So planned for today, set up Sunsama, send a letter and edit, and then the email I added. Then here you can add obstacles in your ways. So this can be helpful to get clear on what you want to avoid today, but usually I don't really use the obstacles in my way section, but you can also type something yourself right here. You can post it to Slack and or Teams, and you can just click get started if you want. Now this is the main dashboard that you will see when you open up Sunsama. Now right now it has already started this task. I'll just pause this for now since I'm not doing this, but from here you can actually start using it. What I personally would recommend starting with is adding in your recurring tasks. If you have a meeting every single Monday, just gonna click on add task anywhere, then here say for example Monday team meeting, and then here for the date, just set it to the first day that it will be, so in this case Monday, and let's say this is a 30-minute meeting, then create it, then just gonna click anywhere, and now here you can see it has been created. Now click on the meeting, and now here click on the 3 dots and click repeat. Now here it repeats weekly, in this case on Monday every week. You can also say for example daily, yearly, monthly on the 1st, or for example if it's only Monday and Friday, you can also set that by selecting on Monday and Friday every week at roughly. Here just set the time of this event. So for example, this one starts at 9:30, then here click save. And now it will have this every Monday and Friday. As you can see, Monday team meeting, and every Friday, since I also selected Friday. Now if I accidentally added Friday and I don't need that anymore, what you can do is just go to edit task series, and then here click change repeat frequency. Then here I'll just remove Friday, and now it's only going to be on Mondays. So now you can see it's gone from the Fridays. So first just set up all of your recurring tasks is at least what I would do, because then you can start building your actual schedule around this. Now Sunsama is not only for work, so they do have quite an emphasis on work, but you can also set up your personal tasks. So for example, if you want to go to the gym in the morning every single weekday, for example, just click add task, set it to gym. In this case, the channel will be personal. And let's say I want to go to the gym for 45 minutes. Then here click on the schedule, just set the first date and enter it. From there again, click on it, then click on the 3 dots, then click on repeat. And then here I'll do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every single week at let's say 8 AM. And then click save. And now we will have the gym every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So after you set up all of your recurring tasks, you can get into your normal daily planning. But for now, I'll just show you the tasks I have for today. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks. So one thing you can use is the focus tab right here. If you click focus, you can see the current task you need to work on. So right here we have set up Sunsama, and then it has added some subtasks. I'll show you how those work as well. So you have a general timer here. If you just click start, then here it starts. So this is the actual time it takes you. So you just stop it when you're done. You can also set the timer for a subtask. So if I now click start right here, you can see right now I'm working on this. If I then click stop here and then start on the next one, then you can see the actual time right here in minutes. Now here they have another thing you can use. I personally don't, but if you want, you can use the Pomodoro timer. So if you click on it, you can then enter Pomodoro mode, and then you can set your session times. So for example, the usual is 25 minutes, but you can click 5 up or 5 down to change it. For example, if you want to do 40-minute sessions, you can then click start, and then you can see your remaining time. You can set your break or cancel it. Now if you're done with a task, just click on the check here. So these are the subtasks, so you can just go through all of these, and then after you have done all of your subtasks, you're done with the entire task, so you can then click on check on the big one right here, and it will then take you to the next task that is in your to-do list. So that way you can then click resume, and now here we have the send letter tasks, so now I can just start working on this. When I'm done with this, I'll just check it off, then I can start editing right here. Now I'll just cancel the Pomodoro timer. and go back into the focus mode. And then here I'll start my timer. So let's say this takes 40 minutes. Then after 40 minutes, I click stop, and then the actual will be 40 minutes. Now, since this is a task I imported from Asana, right here you have something that you usually don't, which is the Asana task. So what you can also do is mark this as complete in Asana. If I click mark as complete, it will now be marked as complete in Asana. So inside of Sunsama, you can also manage tasks in other apps. Now from there, it will take me to the next task I scheduled, which was an email that I dragged in. So then here you can see the email, which I have now added as a task. So your task could be to respond to the email, or if someone asks you to do something, you can now do that thing. Now I'll just check this off, because then I'm done for the day. So this is always where you kind of strive for to be done for the day, and then what you can do is click on the arrows right here and go back to home, and then you will see everything is now done. Now if you click in the right here and click on the calendar, you can see your calendar. So right here all my tasks are really close because I just did all of them in a very short time, but here you can see your schedule for the day and how long everything took. And then this line right here is basically the time that you stopped working. So you can also move this to earlier or later every single day. So right now this is for today. You can also really easily add a new task for a specific time right here. So this took me quite some time to figure out how you can add a task for a specific time. So let's say I want to have lunch at 12 p.m. Then here at 12 p.m. I'll just drag it down here. So let's say for 30 minutes. And then here you just click on the start time and set it to 12. End time, in this case 12:30, and then here I'll say have lunch. Channel for this case will be personal, and then here I can now click save, and now I've added this task right here. Now if you click on it, you can also add some other things. So you can add it to your normal task, which means it will add it into my Friday right here. Now if I just add another task right here, so I'll just name this work block, and let's say I want to have this one for 2 hours today, and it's a work task. Then you can also set an objective for it, or if you just click anywhere again and then open up the task, here you can add subtasks. So for example, if my work block is record, Sunsama video, then add another task, send Sunsama video to editor, create thumbnail for Sunsama video. So just add all of your subtasks, and then here you can plan a time frame. So for the recording, I could have 45 minutes, sending it to my editor could take 10 minutes, creating a thumbnail could take 20 minutes, and then here you can see the plan time also changes. Now here you can then just keep adding tasks. You can also add more notes, and you can add comments right here. You can also insert files if you want, and you can add a due date. So if I click due, let's say it's due today, then I can just add that right there. Now here at the top of your daily to-do list, you will see a time. So this is how much time you have remaining for all of your tasks. So right here, this work block is 1 hour 15 minutes, and my lunch is 30 minutes, meaning I have 1 hour 45 minutes left. Then if you hover over the top here, you can see how many tasks you have remaining, and you have a progress bar of how much you have already done. So I have 5 tasks remaining, which is 1 main task with 3 subtasks, and then the lunch task here. So that's some of the basics. Now if you want to switch the date, just go to the date here, and then you can set it to another day, a previous day, or next day. You can filter tasks by channel, and again you can also create new channels. Then what you can also do is here in daily rituals, you can go to daily planning. So what you can do here is, what do you want to get done for today? Add tasks you want to work on today. Now I'm just going to do this for tomorrow, so go to next day, then it will say what do you want to get done tomorrow. So for example, today I had 1 task that I didn't yet do. Do you want to roll today's incomplete tasks forward to plan them out? I'll say roll 1 task over, so then it will take the work block and just input it into tomorrow. And since my work starts at 9:30, it will just schedule it at 9:30. Then you can also add tasks, so I recommend doing this every single day. What I personally did is I created a recurring task every single evening, which says plan tomorrow today, and then I just go through the daily planning here for tomorrow and just add every single task that I want to get done, both work tasks and personal. That way you can also replace your Google Calendar, for example, and it just gives you a very nice overview of everything you want to get done. So just plan out your entire day right here, then click next. And then from here you can see tomorrow now has this work block, and if you have more you can see all of them. Then again click next, then you can finalize your plan for tomorrow. So here you have your entire plan, you have your schedule with all of the blocks, then click looks good, and then here again you have your daily plan where I can set obstacles in my way. You can see the planned time for tomorrow, and if everything is good just click done, and now you have planned this for tomorrow and it actually shows up in your tasks as well. This one I moved over from today, so it's been removed from today and added tomorrow. Then you have your daily shutdown, and this is a very nice feature in my opinion. This is to really wrap up your day. So for me this is very good at the end of the workday to really get a nice border between your work time and your personal time. So if you click daily shutdown, you can click get started and go create an impressive summary of your workday. Then again just click next here, then where do you keep track of your work, they will ask, then click next. Then when do you typically end your workday, let's say for me it's at 4:30, click next, and then you're all set. So draft a highlight of yesterday or today I'll do. So then what it will do is add the highlights. So what were the noteworthy things you did today? So for example, send a letter, set up Sunsama, making the email task I added right here, then the edit tasks, for example, lunch. So then here under lunch, I could say what I had for lunch. I can add a summary. And for me, it's really helpful to sometimes read this back if you feel like you didn't do enough work, because then you can see every little thing you did. And that just gives you a pretty nice feeling that you are working hard and doing the right tasks. Then you can also add an emoji right here for today's vibe. So you can just read this back sometimes. So if today you felt good, you could add a happy emoji. If you didn't, you can add a sad one. For example, I'll add a happy one, and then it will say today was cheerful. I spent most of the day on work, for example. Just add whatever it is for you. And from there, if you go to settings, you can also post to your private daily highlights, email yourself a copy, and you can add more destinations. So you can share your daily highlights via email, Slack, or Teams with other people if you want. And under prompts, you can write your own prompts for your reflection. So you can click use prompts. For example, how did today go? Any concerns? What am I grateful for? And then every day it will have you write those things. Then under privacy, if you don't want anyone with the link to be able to view your highlight, just go and turn that off. From there, just click publish. And now you're done for today and you have done your daily shutdown. Now you can find all of your daily shutdowns in daily highlights. So this was Friday right here. You can see everything you worked on. And after you've been using Sunsama for some time, you have a very nice list of every single day where you can see exactly what you did on each day. And that's just nice to remember. So this is the daily rituals, but then you have your weekly rituals, which is the exact same, but then on a weekly basis. So for example, every Sunday you can say what you want to get done the next week. So your weekly objectives. Next week you can add an objective right here. For example, hire a thumbnail designer. If I want that to get done next week, I can just add that into my objectives and click next. Then you have your weekly plan. You can also add what you finished last week and then just click done. And then you have done your weekly planning. Then under weekly review, you can see exactly how you spent your week. So this is just an overview of what got done. So you logged a total in this case of 1.5 hours this week in total. Then you can see how much work and how much personal time you logged. And this is just a nice overview. Then again, click next. And then here in weekly review, you can enter what you finished this week. Then from there, click wrap up, and then you have completed this week. So overall, I think Sunsama is a very nice tool to just get more peace of mind, get a better view of what you have done and what you still need to do. And if, for example, you don't get to do a specific task on a day, what you can do is just right click on it and then add it to your backlog. So click move to backlog or move it to next week. Now, if you want to find your backlog, in the right menu here in the home screen, you have a bunch of sections. So first here you have your integrations, for me Asana, Gmail and Notion. Here you have your objectives, so you have your weekly objectives, so you can just remind yourself what you want to get done. And if I click on this box right here, I can see my backlog. So for example, record Sunsama tutorial. Then if at any point I think I have time for this today, what I can do is just drag it into the day that I want to do it, and then it will be removed from my backlog. Then here you also have the archive, so tasks which have rolled over at least 4 consecutive days. In search, you can search for pretty much anything. And here you can see the latest updates. And if you click on the plus here, you can just integrate with other tools such as ClickUp, GitHub, Todoist, Trello, and more. Now, if you don't understand something, what you can simply do is click on the chat icon and then here send a message, and then they will get back to you later today. So just ask what you want to know, and then their support team is usually quite quick to answer. So that's pretty much everything you need to know in order to use Sunsama. In my opinion, it's 100% worth the monthly subscription of $20 or annually $16, because personally for me, I found it made me more productive and just do more work in less time while having more peace of mind about what you have gotten done and what you still need to do. And the reason I prefer Sunsama over another tool such as Todoist or Notion is because of the daily highlights, the daily planning, and especially daily shutdown, and the same for the weekly planning and weekly review. I just really love those features, and I think that is what makes Sunsama so good. So now you know how to use them, also how you can create recurring tasks, how you can integrate with other tools, and everything else you need to know. Now again, you can get the extended 30-day free trial through the link down in the description. If this Sunsama tutorial helped you out, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.